Yeah, that happened. Put that into perspective. That was from Silent Voice. I did an unboxing of it on that not long ago. I ordered it from the actual official distributor store, and it took 5 weeks to dispatch after original release. So I'm very much excited with, yeah. So that is relevant. So another 12 days of anime. I want to talk about Death Parade. Very catchy OP, as most people will probably catch that from and understand that. Although ever since watching and listening to Bradio's flyers, I have very much taken a liking to Bradio. I have listened to several of their tracks and I think they are great. I might drop in a little snippet of a few tracks of theirs just to show you a bit of Bradio if anyone hasn't looked into them, because I think they are a great group. So let's move on to Death Parade. Death Parade, very much a very interesting show. I'm not sure if I can particularly pick out a single scene. For the most part of any entries to 12 Days of Anime is going off of memory rather than going back and watching it for a specific moment. Unfortunately, I haven't planned ahead for these 12 Days of Anime, so I don't really have a particular memory to pick out. So I'll see if when I ramble I can remember anything. But it will be a case of, I like this anime. So what is Death Parade? Death Parade is basically a place between heaven and hell that when you turn up to this particular bar, I think it's Dequium or something like that. Oh, I can't remember, it's been ages. Basically people are pitted against the game, and depending on how they react and complete them, fulfill the objective, depends on whether or not they will be reincarnated or whether they will be sent into the void. And to be honest, watching people play this game really expresses how human nature can, human nature, general instincts for oneself, one's well-being can really take action, really take place. And it unfolds as that when they play this game, once the game's over, they actually find out how they came about passing. And for some emphasis that like some people that come in will be related to each other. They might be a couple or something like that, or they could be completely strangers. And watching how human nature can react with each other, as to a case of if they're complete strangers, 9 times you would expect when it comes to a life or death situation, most people would like care for their own well-being and shun everybody else. It can truly just show human nature at its absolute, vilest, so to say. Looking out for oneself. In that respect, it just kind of reminds me of Attack on Titan. Where when humanity has its back pushed up against the wall, it's going to retaliate pretty much any and every way it can. And you get to watch how people react when their lives are in danger, how they put themselves forward. And it's really interesting in that regard. Not to mention the anime delves into the I'm going to say the background. Like the bar isn't the main emphasis. Well, this is the main emphasis, sorry. What I mean by that is that it will go into kind of like the background with the establishment, with the core staff and whatnot. Actually, thinking of a scene, especially the soundtrack. I'm pretty sure there was a scene where they went ice skating, I think. And if I recall the track behind it, it was very magical, very pretty, if I do recall that correctly. Not to mention the female protagonist in the series does have a background, does have a backstory. Can't remember too much about it, unfortunately. Again, these things probably will be just rambles, but I do remember really enjoying it, and I know I definitely do really want the box set. I do apologise that I'm not very descriptive or specific. So, Death Parade, it's a really good series. I really do enjoy it. When I was watching it at the time, I was watching it pretty actively. I really enjoyed it. I just really can't pinpoint these things, and it's going to be very difficult for me to do so. I don't think that will be too much of a problem per se, but like to understand that, you know, I can at least pick out 12 anime and that I can talk about them in some way or description. Yeah. We'll see how we get on with the others. So, Death Parade. I really like the show. It was a show I watched earlier this year that I sat down with and really thoroughly enjoyed. And walking away from it, I definitely wanted to buy it. And when I finally did the research that Anime Limited here in the UK had licensed it, I decided to wait for Anime Limited to release it. Thing is, we've been waiting for about a year and a half now, and I'm hoping to see Mecha's announcement next year, because we're going to get an Ultimate Edition as well. So I definitely do plan to pick that up when it comes. But I can't really pinpoint the scene. I'm just going to go off the emphasis that I really enjoyed it, and I absolutely cannot wait for the Ultimate Edition. And that it to be, honestly, one of the better animes that I've seen this year, because this year has been quite lax in my enjoyment in anime, unfortunately. So that was definitely one that stood out to me, though. So, Death Parade, very much enjoyed it. I apologise that I can't pick out a specific scene, but just know that I really enjoyed it this year. I cannot wait to buy its release. Very much looking forward to it. And I can't wait to rewatch it because I don't remember too much about it. It's always a good sign when rewatch is necessary when you can't remember anything. But I definitely do know it was a series I liked this year. Death Parade. Have you guys seen it? Maybe you can pick out a specific scene for it and tell me and be like, oh yeah, that scene. I do apologise, but it is an anime. Definitely an anime I really enjoyed this year. So that will conclude the video, and I'll stop fiddling with my jumper as it is freezing cold here. We still have the ice outside, unfortunately, in the UK. Been very cold past couple of days, that much I will say. So, thanks for checking out my video, guys, as lax as it was. And as always, take care.